Yeah, I got to tell you, these are just really amazing accusations. I can tell you also that over the past 24 hours, the sources I've spoke to about Franks were convinced that there was a lot more to this story than they were right, because we are learning that there was a lot more that led to the downfall of Arizona's longest serving, or one of Arizona's longest serving congressmen in the House. Now, first, it was reported that Franks offered a female staffer $5 million to carry his child as a surrogate mother. And then we learned a short time after that female aides in his office claimed they were worried the congressman actually wanted to have sex with them to get them pregnant. Now, that report from Politico also claimed Franks retaliated against one of the women when his requests were rejected. Now, Franks has confirmed he's spoken to female staff members about surrogacy and apologized for making the women feel uncomfortable, but he has denied other accusations according to these published reports. And Franks has alerted the governor of his decision via a letter this afternoon, saying in part that serving in Congress had been a true honor and privilege that he will deeply cherish throughout the remainder of his life. It is now up to Governor Ducey to call for a special election to replace Mr. Franks.
Okay, so Dennis, what is the governor saying, and how does this decision to resign effective immediately bump up that timetable for the special election?
First of all, a lot of the stuff is laid out in statute. Now, by statute, the governor has to call a special election within 72 hours. So we will hear this decision on Monday. We're expecting to see a special primary election in March and a general special election in April. But because of the makeup of that district, that special primary election will likely decide who the next congressman from that West Valley district will be.
So they would have to have a special election, and then just months later, there's the November election. So they're going to run two elections back to back, who's ever running for this seat.
Yeah, and it's really crazy too, because that is they're going to be running through this stuff basically for the rest of the year. Now, I did talk to County Recorder Adrian Fontes, because they will be running this election. I asked him how much money this is going to end up costing taxpayers. They said they're running the analysis right now. They don't know, but they do expect, because of some technological upgrades, that this year it's going to be a little bit cheaper to run an election than it has been in prior cycles.
And quickly, if you can, some of the front runners, some of the names being mentioned, who's going to run?
I think one of the front runners out there is County Supervisor Clint Hickman, because of his name recognition to the Hickman farms out there. A lot of people know who he is, and he can write himself a big check. Remember,
Republican or a Democrat?
Oh, it's a Republican district through and through. Again, that primary likely going to decide who the next congressman is.
All right,